Hello there. Okay, so you know what? Let's get straight on the game screen. Okay, throw a note below there just to give you a shout out. I'm doing alright. I've got a little thing I want to just bring up later, but I am doing alright. So, I'm actually just trying to remember what I'm actually up to on my accounts, because this is like the bit where I just get totally confused without any real reason. And so this is where I blame my brain for being my brain. Okay, so I've done all this, haven't I? Except for... that's what I haven't done. I haven't done the 3-star battery. I knew there was something I hadn't done earlier. I was umming and ahhing, right? I was kind of in this moment where I was like, okay, what am I actually doing here? And yeah, I remember now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Upsoft, how you doing? You failed your guild? How have you managed that? Oh, right. I mean, how I view it, that isn't like... It isn't a catastrophic error in my view. Obviously, you don't want to do it repeatedly. It's something that you get one chance and, you know, after that, no more. But, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, I don't think people should be... you know, screaming you down over it. But luckily the zone was above it? You mean it was like not a front wall team? And so if it wasn't a front wall team, you're doing alright then. Okay, so it wasn't like a catastrophic error, it's just basically confusing left and right, up and down, essentially. As long as it was something that was meant to be on defense, you know. Best way I could put it, right? I'd be more forgiving of something like that versus someone who thought, you know what, I'm going to place my Bastila Shan lead Jedi in the Galactic Legend Zone. You know what I mean? Something that was really, really bad. Whereas that's maybe just a moment of, like, not reading, you know what I mean? It isn't good, but, you know, there's worse things in the game. Oh, hang on. This is what you'd get for fast clicking. That doesn't hurt. To be honest, I kind of wish we had Hotbot running. I miss the thought of just being able to press a button and it sets my defenses. Am I a lazy bum, or am I just efficient? You make your minds up. Yeah, it's the chili tier, I think. Oh, hang on. Not... If your guild's got war tools, then you can do it. Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. But saying that, with war tools, it should correct... you know, the officer should be able to correct it. So, because I've used it, so I kind of know how you operate it, and it's like, you set the A-choice team, so it's like, okay, Phoenix with Rex. And then, supposing someone just hasn't got Rex available, but you determined essentially to have Phoenix in that zone for whatever reason, then you can say, right, put an Ezra in, or whatever. It shouldn't say, right, we have got a Rex, but he's not good, so we're going to put Ezra in instead. It shouldn't do that unless the officer says to do it. Yeah, that shouldn't be the case. That's probably an error on the officer side setting it. I only say that because I've seen that a few times. I've had people come to me and say, hang on, why has this happened? And I know that was my fault because I didn't set it to go for the correct unit. I wish I could show it, but I'm not actually an officer now, so I can't like go onto my utils and demonstrate it. At least I'm pretty sure I can't anyway. I don't think there's like guest privileges or anything like that. That'd be weird. Oh yeah, let me set this plan for TW. By the way, I'm not actually able to authorize this plan, but here we go. I'll set the plan anyway. Okay, let's just get some punching one shards while I'm here. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Right, I feel like I've caught up a bit with punching one. I mean, you can see on my main, I've pretty much 7-starred it. So the fact I'm nearly at 6-star, well, nearly 6-starred on here, it's like, okay, we're not that far behind. And this all really came down to the fact that during the period where I was hoarding crystals for Leviathan, I wasn't able to farm the shards 3 times a day. So, yeah. Well, you know, 3 refreshes in a day. So, yeah, I finally caught up a bit. One thing I'm feeling a bit sad about, I've burned some, try again. I've burned some Karatex today. And it was all because of Captain Bleeding Rex. Oddly enough. And the thing is, right, I love the character. I think he did such a great thing with the Phoenix faction. You know, I really hope there are more Captain Rexes in the future, let's say that. But on this account, I didn't want to do it yet. You know, it's like, one day, very soon, yes, but not right now this minute. But I thought, if I don't actually do it, I'm not going to be able to complete the GC. So I thought, sod it, I'll take him up. He's only gear 12, he's got all that waiting for him, but I just could not commit anymore, and it really blows. An Hyper Hex? Okay. Can't say I know what that is, Stopper, although you probably can't hear me say that. By the way, if anyone wants to throw any insults in Stopper's direction, feel free, because, you know, he might not be able to hear them. It's a headset. Okay. I'll be honest, I wasn't actually clued in then thinking headset. I was thinking something more like a driver or something, but I was thinking, when you're talking about like you've got AirPods on, I'm thinking, why would you need that for AirPods? Makes more sense that way. Yeah. Like a bit of background speaker audio. Not bad, that, is it? That I can respect. I mean, I've got my door open right now and I need to step up in a minute and shut it. My mum's probably going to have an early night tonight, so I could do with making sure the noise doesn't travel into her room. Who's got Karatak? Like the shot rods. Easy, baby. This is the way. Oh! Why have you got no mods? Should have mods. That's weird. Sorry, I'm actually very confused there. I'm like, why has this happened? Yeah, I'm applying random stuff here, but it's purely because I haven't got a clue. I've not played MSF for a while, so I'm kind of unsure what that refers to. Is that your arena rank, or is that level? Because I don't know if you can go beyond 100 in levels now. Oh, you got Gold Crate and Conquest, nice one. And it's the level. Right, I honestly didn't know they'd gone beyond 100. Last I heard it was 100. Not a surprise, is it? But I don't know. I can't say with the gold crunch over there. Is it gold over there? I think it's gold. That's wasn't something I would have been clamouring for. That might be... Ooh, maybe better? Oh, that's weird. I was trying to adjust the audio then so that it wasn't as loud in my ears. But the thing is, when I do that, it also mutes like what I can hear of myself. So it feels like then I have to shout to make sure I'm heard. That was a weird sensation. Okay, let's cash this in. I think we've done all our energy. Something that popped in my head the other day, it was with Marvel Snap. I saw a post about characters that haven't actually made it into Marvel Snap yet. And the first one that was on the list really piqued my interest because I've only seen it in another Marvel game. Captain Britain. I would really like to see some Captain Britain somewhere. I think it is in Strike Force. But I'd just love to see it in like some more mainstream games or even mainstream media. Yeah, I figured he was in there by now. I just think it's a very different character, you know what I mean? I think if you saw that, you'd expect it to be like the UK version of Captain America. Yeah, it's completely different. Oh well. And so you got a paywall patriotism, I guess. I've seen a few comments about Marvel Rivals. And it was something along the lines of people... It might have been a Scribe server today, actually. And it was like the idea of, oh yeah, it's a good free-to-play game. You know, and what's the bet that they start putting stuff in that, like a new character that's pay to win? And I'm thinking, well, that kind of is how games go. I mean, I'm not encouraging it, but, you know, you do tend to get more greedier aspects coming in. It's usually when the game's on the decline. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that ever happens. Kind of bang for your buck, innit? I think considering the current model, it wouldn't be nice. You know, like say I'm very, very casual on it. I wouldn't like to think, alright, I've got to play X amount of hours to get this character, otherwise I don't get it. But honestly, that'd probably just be the point when I say, you know what, I'll nope out here. You know, I think I've had enough of it. Whereas those who like it, they just carry on, don't they? Alright, glad we got some of them. You know what, I have got a minute, as it were. Let me just look at this. Drogon, Enoch, Horn, Phasma, Rex, Tarple. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay. Just any of these, so... Only really one leader. I'll crack myself one good leader. Oh, I had to get that sneeze out. Alright. That's looking okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Tarples doesn't go. Bring back Drogon for giggles. I haven't got a clue what data discs are on here either. Yeah, go on, do that. Alright, that's decent. I don't think it's the worst thing as far as if you can actually just nip in now, essentially. Get the shards. Doesn't hurt, does it? But you can... Oh, you've already done it then. So, but yeah, it's still not a bad thing, is it? That takes you up to, what? Yeah, 309? Still need a couple though, won't you? Assuming you're going free to play anyway. Oh, okay, so you're going to get after the first conquest, next conquest. I mean, fair play. Let's do that. Oh, you got Pass Plus, right. So you've been getting bonus shards anyway, haven't you? This one's not going as well. Is there like a really OP data set that I could use? I feel like I'm doing this the hard way. Maybe get that on? Invasive Endings? Yeah, get Amplify Agony on. That'll do. Yeah, I was going to say, if you get the Jawa packs next time, you should be fine. Could really do a Drogon dying here. Can we get Horn a turn? Thank you. Really? It doesn't matter, but it's still one of those where you'd like get 3 stars just for bragging rights. Yeah, so you bought them all this time around, so I would say it's essentially just next time it gets you over the line, doesn't it? Alright, that wasn't well done by me. I liked that essentially didn't even give me anything other than just, yeah, we've got to just frame it in a way to say, right, you got something from that. Yeah, so 103 is 309, yeah. I'm trying to remember, what's my thing right now? Memorialized, yeah. I don't want to change that, but it's nice having the option. Yeah. I feel like everyone gets bogged down by Mephisto, inside or outside MSF. You know, I haven't watched that Ghost Rider film in years. Well, you know, the first one, the first Nick Cage one. I want to say Nick Frost then, but that'd be a different type of Ghost Rider. Did I say Luke Cage? Again, that'd be a very different type of character. I don't think there's a guest on there called that. Unless you're thinking of Lee Mack. That's not a comparison I've ever thought. Granted, I bet Lee Mack could do those weird eyes that Nick Cage can do, but for me, that's where the comparison kind of ends. And they're lovely. Let's cash that in. Oh, that's one of them good ones, isn't it? Yeah, we're all done here. But I have got to do this today. Right, I can mark that reminder off to do the marquee. Nice little thing from Swaggo Events. You know, I had to laugh at what I saw Arnold talking about with Batcher. Because he's not wrong, it is a boring character in isolation. But that's the thing, we kind of knew it was going to be that. Like last year when the Gungans were all coming out. There was interesting bits individually about him, but I don't think anyone, like, when Tarples came out or Boss Nass came out, I don't think anyone was going, wow, they're great. Like, alright, the cooking, we can see some pieces being added to the pie, but we can't see what the actual pie is going to be. You know, and I think that's kind of where Batcher is. It's like, you know, we can see it's going to be a good ingredient, but, you know, we don't know if it's good because it doesn't taste well on its own. It's just a strange video, but I kind of get why I had to review it that way, because it's like, well, I can't say it's great because it doesn't feel great right now. Alright, 2 more to go with the Batcher character quest. Speaking of which, I don't think I've done the other ones. Okay, we got that one. Okay. So let's deal 100,000 damage with Batcher, we're done. 5 enemies with Bad Batch characters, done. I don't think I get to there before the Marquee ends. Yeah, maybe we can just chip them off for a little extra episode currency. That's win a battle with any version of Mega on your squad and complete 5 Galactic Challenge feats. I really don't like how they're releasing these. It's like, come on, I've done my GC. Why are you punishing me for doing my GC? Or at least, not punishing, but making me do it late, if you like. I mean, I don't know how good that character is, but fair play. Super Scrolls like he is in Marvel Snap, he's got replicating abilities. Like copy what your opponent does. Just thought, was it? Okay, yeah, I've done it. I was kind of wondering then if I'd messed that up. Alright, we get loads of mod-slicing materials and a piece of droid brain. And next time we wrap this up pretty much. I'd say I've got all the goodies though. Not much more to get there. Right, let's do refreshes here first. Yesterday I managed to get Shin Hati to 7 star, so she's year 12 now. I did get DTMG up to R6. I'm going to try and push him to R7 soon. I feel like I've forgotten something I wanted to work on though. It might have been B2. I think there's this bit of me saying gear up B2 so I can use Mole Insidious in the raid. Yeah, so it's tapping into my crystals a bit doing that, but my hope is we're going to be done with Marik soon enough so that by the time General Syndulla's farmable, I'm on Sabine, Huyang, Syndulla, which will feel kind of good as far as if I went down the Ahsoka farming route, getting their shards kind of in time with like the farm, if you like. I don't think it's plausible I go for it immediately though. I mean, if I just go here. Yeah, I need 2 there. I need 6 there. 1 there. Like a full-on relic upgrade there. 4 there, 6 there. Again, similar to Knight there. 2 there, 2 there. I think Rex is done, isn't he? I didn't think he was a Relegate requirement. Barris, I'm pretty sure was R5. Sabine was R7. Then Syndulla at R5. Flo at 8, Huyang at 7. Oh. Yeah, a lot going on there. Rex just R7, yeah. I thought it would have been a bit weird if they'd have gone for R8. It's like... I know they could argue whatever they want for relics, but R8 would have been an odd one for him. I think this is all okay. There's nothing here that I desperately feel the need to save. But yeah, in my head that is my next farm because Lord Vader might be easier now as far as if I can get the shards, I can work on those a bit easier. But honestly, I just think Ahsoka could be the more fun one, even though, was it 3 R9s? That doesn't scream fun. I'd like 1, 2 R8s. I need to don't comment on it, but I'm wondering if Ahsoka's falling to the Lord Vader problem. As far as for the investment, it's not worth the payout. I mean, I haven't faced too many Ahsokas. I've faced a couple, but, you know, not enough for me to say, oh yeah, she's a nuisance on defense. Or she's great on offense, you know, other people saying. I mean, yeah, that's an individual thing, isn't it, Sopra? I mean, I've heard you say before you've got that payout from it, but a lot of people do struggle to feel that payout. Again, it also depends what game mode you're talking about. Conquest, sure. GAC. At least where I am, it doesn't feel that good. Like, I've got him on offense at the moment, it's just because Jabbas tend to be on defense. Which I remembered yesterday. Ooh, Nomi Nomi. I'm a little confused there, because you're facing C's with 300 speed. Okay, that is a bit weird. Yeah, that sounds like people who haven't got mods. Feel for them a bit there. 10 mil less so. Yeah, can't say my sympathy maintains at that point. It's weird, I was looking at headsets earlier. It wasn't one that was wired, although I think I did see something that was wired. Let me just try and find it then. Actually, let's not go on here. Marauder definitely needs some love too, Max. I mean, I've given Hunter some gear to get to gear 11, so he's actually kind of usable now. Well, Marauder is. Yeah, there was something I was looking at earlier, and I can't remember exactly what it was, because I did go off it. Like, when I say go off it, I mean like move it. I'm trying to see if I can remember it. I think it was something in this family, but I can't remember what exactly. That might have been it. I feel like I've heard of JLab a fair bit, and they always seem to come in that little bracket of good quality, lower price. But I was looking at them in the sense of like, these headphones I'm wearing, I'm trying them out as far as my Beats are getting a bit tatty. So I was like, do I upgrade at some point? But honestly, if these are doing alright, so I probably wouldn't. But that is what I saw earlier, and I thought, that does seem decent. Style-wise, they seem alright. Who said that? Hypercloud X. I mean, I wouldn't know that, honestly. There was this a headset I saw ages... Bloody hell, my mum sneezed loud then. There was a headset I saw from a content creator years ago now. It was his name was Sammy Boy. He did Battlefront 2 videos. Probably still does. And I loved the idea of it because it was like a headphones with a charging base. And they looked really nice, you know, like top of the range at the time. But yeah, I can't say I've seen anything like it since. But there is that bit of me, I'm like what you were saying, I kind of like one with a wire in them if I was to like change it properly. I actually think these will do alright as far as being good whilst not being tatty. But yeah, if I were to get a new dedicated pair, it might be for that. Or, you know, something with a wire. I can't comment there. I think you might be testing my age there. We did have PCs, but we weren't really trusted with decent headphones. They used to be very, very... It was like call center headphones where I went to school. Not very comfy at all. Used to always get in the air. Now I kind of wish I had enough air to get it into. Let's go to the bottom. What's worth buying in bulk? Ooh, definitely them, definitely. I'm trying to think what's maybe a little low on numbers. Stun gun's always worth it. Get some of them. Not a lot else though. I don't know how many Zetas Ray's going to need, but I think I may fall short on it. Considering that I've got the Omicrons, that would blow. You have to get Maul soon. Maul's a great character. I mean, D-Max, you were giving me sad faces, shall I say, about Marauder. I mean, if there's one character in my roster that needs pouring one out for, my Maul. I mean... Oh, you can't see it, do you? Keep forgetting that I haven't changed it like that. And you raise a triple Zeta. Yeah, I'm going full short then. That is pretty frustrating. I have got the Omicron materials, but I just forgot about Zetas. And I won't be able to get like 20 just here and now. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but oh well. What I'm actually working on here, let me find it. It is, oddly enough, Maul. Where are you, Darth? Okay. It's a 20 plus, but not particularly happy at that roll. Right, next one was Thrawn. That was the cross. I will admit I have signed up for another Rallic. It is not a good one. Ooh, that ain't bad. 15 speed at blue. Alright, so 16 to 6E. 86, very nice. $26. I'm happy at that. I mean, I don't think that's worth another roll. None of those stats really impact his ear, so I'll just leave that, but that's really tasty. Yeah, signal data is always the bane of all our existence in this game. I mean, I'm trying my hardest to just work on little projects here and there, and it's so frustrating when you just get caught up in that little trap. Have I missed him? There he is. I do think that has actually jumped to the head of the queue as the best pass in the game. I mean, if you've got a choice between that and Conquest, you go for the episode pass. Yeah, falling a bit short here. That Zeta is a decent one. If I didn't have that Zeta, I wouldn't notice it, you know what I mean? Like, if you're suddenly doing a basic and it's like, oh, we haven't got the splash damage, you would feel it. So it's definitely a good one now. Okay, it's 20 plus. I'll say I really wanted just a 22 for all that effort though. Can you see my crystal income dwindling, by the way? I have one loss in GAC, and I'm feeling it for days. I mean, listen to Macabre too, but it stings. Right, I think I was working on the other mod actually, the other Datacron, because I want the, there we go, I wanted Tuscans. It's a bit odd considering, you know, Tuscans aren't that important, but all I want is one Cron. That way, you know, when I'm using my Tuscans, I've actually got a Cron for them, but let me just have a look, is there actually a decent level 6? I don't think there is. Maybe starting with damage immunity? If not, it is blind. Blind would be annoying. So yeah, I'm probably on the good one, aren't I? I'm curious why you've got so much tenacity on Starkiller. I've never heard anyone mod him for that. Ah, okay. Makes more sense. I wouldn't even know what Starkiller's base tenacity is. Yeah, that's not bad actually. He's at 80% only with like a 2% boost. So, yeah, if you roll a tenacity by accident, you could get there pretty comfortably. Starkiller's on that list, the list of characters I would like to give an extra relic to. If I just had one knocking about, I'd say, yeah, go on Starkiller, why not? But there's like a list of probably 15 to 20 characters that I'm like, yeah, go on, let's give them another relic. So even then, he'd probably not be high on that list, but he'd still be on the list. Alright, I think like the benchmark I've always tried to go is between 280 and 300, so you're only a little bit out of that. You know, if you can push it up a bit, fair enough, but yeah, I was going to say the damage is the one I try to aim for. I think it's about 9 to 10k I shoot for. Have I moved past him? Oh, he's here. Yeah, I've got nearly 10k there. You don't really want mod for health. Health is like the third condition, if you like, so speed first. Actually, Actually, yeah, I think speed first is fair. Damage, very close second, if not first. And then bottom last is health. Hey up, Tommy, how you doing, man? Honestly, just waiting around for GAC now. We've got 5 minutes. Okay. Well, I've got 5 minutes. I'm actually just going to do this. Okay. On the googly woogly. Okay, I've had to Google this because I didn't actually know what you call it. So, we're up early tomorrow, right? My mum's got an appointment at the hospital. And if I'm reading this right, she is having a nasogastric tube insertion. So, essentially, she can't have anything to drink in the morning or eat or anything. And then when she goes to the hospital, she's having a tube shoved up her nose, and it's going to go down her throat, and then they're going to do a bit of testing while she's there. They pull it out, reinsert a tube, and then they give her a little thing to monitor it, essentially. And she's got to come home with that in her nose. So it's like a 24-hour test thing. So I don't know about you guys, I don't know how strong your stomachs are. For me, that makes me feel a little queasy. I mean, I'm the one who's going to be with my mum tomorrow, so I'm going to have to, you know, suck it up for her. But in general, I can't help but look and go, I don't blame my mum when she told me earlier, I'm not looking forward to this. So, I've got a request for all of you, right? If you're on my Discord, would you please just write in chit chat, good luck Jan tomorrow? I feel like it's a very simple request. And if you're on my Discord, I would appreciate it, because I'm going to show them to my mum tomorrow. Just for that simple reason. It's like, she doesn't know any of you. Hopefully she might see you one day if we could do this joint stream where we actually celebrate 1,000 followers. But it's like, it would be nice if she could just see a few well wishes just before she goes. Like, it's not a big thing, you know, it's not like she's got some major medical procedure that's risky, you know, this is something that apparently is done quite a lot. But it's still something she's nervous about. And considering my mum's got a very high pain threshold, I don't want to go into too many details there, but let's just say that she's come out of the hospital plenty of times with doctors saying, how did you do that with that anaesthetic? Then, for her to admit she's nervous about something, it's obviously worrying her. So, if we could get a bit of that in Discord, just a little bit of positive vibes, I would appreciate it for her. So, if you've got the time. And anyway, that was something I wanted to say before GAC started. I had a bit of time to do it, but I am glad I got that said and done. At least I've tried to do my bit there. So, let's go here. Can I just check this? It's alright. I thought me scenes change, I think, wasn't working. So this is Hammond's GAC today. We're up against from the Senate Alderaan. I don't know if there's anyone in that guild that is, you know, someone we know. Maybe not. Doesn't look like on the top ones, just based on the number of like Erodium accounts. Yeah, I thought I'd have a look. I mean, the Senate is like a big alliance centre, so you kind of wonder if there are people there you might know, but yeah, it looks like they're shooting up a little bit. Or this guy might be punching up in general. Yeah, I'm 11.9. I was actually surprised. I'd read that was 12 million the other day on Hot Utils, but apparently I'm still 11.9. Bit sad there. Premature celebration the other day. So, yeah, we're 11.9. Opponent's 11.6. Zeta's 305 to 280. Omicron's 37 to 34. I've got 7 GLs, they've got 6, so what are they missing? They're missing Sith Eternal. Granted, I'm pretty much missing Sith Eternal. Both missing Lord Vader, both missing Ahsoka. So we're actually quite even. As far as relics, 235 to 230. R5 pluses, 189 to 186. Again, that's fair. Speeds, 87 to 58 on the 25s. 271 to 199 on the 20 pluses. And on the 15s, 431 to 332. So again, that's pretty good. Datacrons were about the same, 45 to 40. They've got more level 3s and 6 rolls. I've got more level 9s. To be fair, I pretty much do that with every cron. Well, unless there's like a really bad group of level 9s, I tend to just go for the 9s. Why not? You get more stats. So anything else they're missing or they haven't built? So Iden's 1. I don't think we've got to worry about Iden much now. They've got Bo-Katan. Got Echo. Ooh, now that's a big miss for them. They've got only a 5-star Leviathan and a 6-star Profundity. Those ships could be the winning factor. And then looking here, they've got a very fast R2. The rest I can understand. I wouldn't particularly want my R2 that quick. Like, and I find it amusing because there's 1, 2, 3 more in the top 10s on this bracket. But I understand wanting R2 pretty quick because in a Leia team that's not bad. But I wouldn't necessarily say I'd want him my quickest. So yeah, a little bit confusing there. Just noticed as well we've got 2 of the Senates. Let's just check that one in curiosity. Anyone in that one? I'm guessing not. At least again, no names that spring out like, oh yeah, I've heard of that guy. Alright. Anyway. This is what we're expecting. We can have a look in a second, obviously. We're expecting a Leia, Phasma, GI, Ewoks. Yeah, I like my Yub Nub. Queen Amidala, DTMG, Rey, JMK, Dash, Gungans, Finn. So if this is my defense I'm facing, I'm quite glad. Let's see if they've stuck to it or if there's a little bit of a twist. So yeah, we did lose last round by the way to Cribbo. GG's there. I could not get through Atreya in the end. And in their end, they just didn't need to hit my JMK. So they did trip up on Leia. That was kind of nice to see, to be fair. And I think there was one more trip. Yeah, they tripped up on my DTMG. And they tripped up on my sortie. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't win the round, but I got a few holds, so I don't mind that in a way. It's like, I didn't win, but at least I bloodied the nose of it, you know? So, let's see what Yair's doing. Right, that looks like a change. So, no need to look at our defense. So, Raver's there. Qui-Gon's there. The Yub Nubs are there. And Phasma's still there. So, they must have unlocked Raver recently. And instead of Leia, they've got Qui-Gon. Interesting. Alright, what's this south wall looking like? Your dailies are beginning? I mean, I like this time for doing them, so gotta say it is good. Okay, we've got Dash, DTMG, Queen Amidala, and Rey. So no Kenobi. Interesting. I don't know if we've gone heavy offense or if something's hidden. Okay, so we're going to assume for a minute that JMK is being a sneaky little devil and hiding at the back. We need to make sure we've got a counter for him. Now, I'm in two minds about which counter to go for. My gut is telling me to use Raver. for the simple fact nothing on the board is screaming I need to use Raver there. Like, there's no Leia in sight. There could be a Leia. I mean, Leia has been on defense in the past for him, but there's no actual Leia there to see as we're looking. So what I'm thinking is we can hold Raver for the back. Front wall, Sia Malicos is always my go-to for Rey. Honestly, anyone who watches my streams or looks at my GA street, they should plan for that. Like, if there's a way of stopping Sia from doing a job, I'm going full into a trap. Bane, nice and easy. DTMG, my knowledge, nothing's stopping Adrad from that still, so let's send it in. And then let's dash with a Omicron, with a Hondo Omicron, yeah. So I think we throw in CLS there. Let Hondo get on and then work from there. So figure we could do Phoenix on Gungans. If you can't tell, I'm not 100% sure what we do on Raver. I'm actually thinking maybe what we do, we Bane the Raver, and based on yesterday, we Slacker the Queen Amidala. That seems quite nice now. We could possibly do... You see, this feels like I've got a load of options. Like, I've got too many toys to play with at this point because there's nothing that challenging. I don't mean to be disrespectful there, but it is kind of true. Surely Gungans on Qui-Gon is safe? I mean... Yeah, surely it's safe. They can't... Like, Anakin's nuke can't take them down, so... Yeah, surely. Maybe do Queen Amidala on Saucy? Starkiller on Finn. Afra on that, and I've got 2 GLs left. Screw it, JML, why not? But yeah, this is looking rather comfortable. So let's get through the south wall. We can actually know what we're dealing with at the back, and then plan from there. So let's start with this. I was going to say, can I click, please? So I think it was Rufada yesterday, apologies if I'm getting who it was wrong, who was saying essentially just maximize out of turn attacks. So let's do it. I mean, if you can't, then surely just wait for the next one. I mean, if you've just joined a guild recently and there's not an understanding that you can't just instantly relic something, then it's kind of rough on you. Houdini star set. Hello there. I mean, I get the idea of strikes, you know, in terms of why they exist, but equally it's like, well, I think I'd be asking them, what would you do in my situation to get this Relic 7? Well, I'm assuming it's Relic 7 for the Wookiee mission. Or a full platoon or something. And it's like, well, what would they have you do? If they want you to wail, then that's a problem. Oh, for Jedi Cal unlock, right, fair enough, that's a different thing, so that's gear 12. But again, I would ask the question, what would they have you do that you know, in the sense of, if there is no feasible way outside of wailing that you could have done it, then that's where I would personally say, you know, it's unfair on people to be sort of pushed like that. Yes, but obviously you need those two for the mission. But I go back to it, you know, if a guild's saying, right, the only way we're going to keep you is if you whale, it's not... I mean, it does happen, but it's not right. At least in terms of, like, with greatest respect, you're obviously just joining this guild. So it's like, it's unfair on to burden you with that straight away. Yeah, I think that what I'm trying to say is, it's like they accepted you into the guild knowing you hadn't got the Seer Jednak Calcestis team ready. That you hadn't got, I'm guessing, your Inquisitors ready. So it's like they brought you in knowing where you are on those things. Then it's on them as a group to say, right, we knew that. So it's where I can't help but defend you a little bit. I wouldn't like hearing that you've been booted out of a guild because of that. I mean, that's fair enough. If a lot of people are working on them, then even though I'm not particularly a fan of it, I respect the idea that they're just trying to drive up standards and, you know, make sure everyone doesn't get too lax on it. You know, I respect all that. But it's that thing of, if you were just being targeted as a newbie, that's when I would get a little defensive. I go back to it, it's not my favourite way of people being told to play a game. You know, they've got to do something. But again, if that's what they're doing, it's their call. You know, that's what they're doing as a guild, so it's their call. It's all fine, a lot of people already don't have them. For some reason, that the cal requirements still not 5 or 6 stars from double drops for over a few years as Tarful. A little bit odd, that. I mean, I feel like you do kind of passively get shards from like GCs and all that, so it's a bit of a surprise. Thanks to see new graphics again. Are you talking about like the Monopoly thing? That, to be honest, right, I should have had that on the last stream. I was kind of just... I didn't put it on because I thought I'm probably not going to bombard people with it. And that feels really bad when I'm doing it today. But I feel like I can get away with it more. It's like, it's not really in the way of the gameplay. It felt a little bit like that when I was doing Rivals. Yeah, so 4-star Tarful, that's a bit away from the... or what I would guess is the required level. Alright, that's one. Okay, that's fine. She's DI, isn't she? No, she's not DI. Can we knock her down a bit? I'm thinking more of that inspired. Okay. No longer inspired. We're still standing. Cool. BB-8 screams, I don't want to come back! Let's do that. Try and protect Fulcrum a little. Can we heal her up? I mean, this is an okay opportunity to try and recover banners where possible. Alright, 60. I can live with that. We lost protection. You have so much spare energy, you can double hit him. I mean, that's it. If you've got the opportunity to actually maximize it, you know, you can get him pretty quick with being accelerated. No. I wouldn't really advise it, though. I mean, I know you're saying your guild, but I go back to it, I would not wail on Tarful. I think if I decided to join a guild and they were like, right, you've got to wail on Tarful to meet our requirements, I'd be like, oh, I'm not sure this is the right guild for me. It's more a sense of, I think, if that's where I need to be, I'd rather go and build him up at a slow pace somewhere else and then apply. You know what I mean? Again, this is where probably my issues with that kind of guild mantra stand out, and I know it doesn't sound like I respect it, but I do. It's just not my way of preferring to play the game. There's always something though, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, again, it's a case of, like, I'm assuming you've gone for just a more competitive vibe, or at least, more of a challenge, and again, I respect that. Yeah, Darkside Geo, that ain't good. Okay. We don't have that buff, so I'm holding fire. Alright, we use it now. We haven't got anyone out yet, but hopefully there's still time. Alright, we've got Dark Trooper. Pass that there. Cool. Would be nice to recover some health on Phase, but I don't think we're going to do it. I've seen the new Star Wars series. I forgot what it's called, with the Younglings. Is that the Jedi? Well, I can't remember the full title of it. Young Jedi Adventures. I have not seen it. By and large, I do watch Star Wars content no matter what. It's like the other day, it's not Star Wars, but it's Marvel. I watched the new Spider-Man one. But by the way, I thought it was actually quite good. Say you're like, I don't know, 8 to 11, that kind of range when you probably have been watching Fox Kids with the original Spider-Man series, or what I call the best one. If you're watching this on Disney Plus, it would still fit that kind of vibe of, hey, this is a cool show to watch in the morning. So I liked it. I hope darts, by the way. But yeah, I haven't actually watched Young Jedi Adventures. I might have to just put it on the background one day. Oh, you talking about the one with Jude Law? Yeah, I love Skeleton Crew. That's definitely worth binging. I've heard people say it's been the best Star Wars series since Andor, and I think that's a safe yes. I think very comfortably it was the best since Andor. I feel like that does disrespect a few of those that have been since, but equally, I don't think it's like a massive disrespect. That's just me. I think some of them really got criticised unfairly at times, whereas I would still say it's right. Andor, then Skeleton Crew. Exactly, it was like Goonies. I have not watched the Goonies, but when I hear what that was like, I'm like, yeah, this has definitely got that vibe. Imagine Neve loved it. It does seem like the thing that's great for kids and parents. I can only imagine that in the sense of like just great watching on the sofa together. I mean, you can't really ask for more than that with Star Wars. Like, don't get me wrong, Andor is brilliant, but you're not going to get that out of Andor, are you? I've got no idea, Sopper. I've watched the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things, but it's a while ago, so I can't remember what happened. If I went to watch the next 2 seasons, is it? I would probably have to watch a recap. I did like the first 2 seasons, but then it kind of went on that break when they were filming it. And when it came out, I was watching other things, so I just never got around to watching it. Let's just knock Hondo's TM back if we can. We'll kill him. You know, I'm okay with either. Thankfully, Hon and DLS can't be dazed. You little git Django. Give that CLS. Right, definition of an ugly win, but we're taking it. Tommy, you need to watch the Goonies first time to really like Star Wars? I think it's Star Wars. Oh, Stranger Things, right. I can believe that. Nutra the Raid, party of 8. Hello there, everyone. Yeah, just talking about Skeleton Crew a little bit here. Don't know what everyone thought about it. I liked it. I feel like I could have a cap on full time though, saying this guy doesn't not like Star Wars. Okay, what have we got hidden? We've got JMK, which I suspected. We've got Finn, and we've got Gungans. Sir, you did not hide your Kenobi well. So much so, we've got a plan. A most cunning of plans. That hopefully has got no failure. Hello there. How you doing, Kylo? Okay. Let's send in the Raver. Wow, wow, wow. Please don't fail, after I've sort of picked up the fact that I knew this was coming. Okay, so we do that. And... sorry, I'm remembering what I've been told before you do that. And then we can do that. And that. So, actually, no, we're fine. She can't do her insta-kill. I mean, it's Raver. She'll come back, but I'd rather not lose her. The old Nooch effect. I would say, I will take any Lucky Charms that people have got. I'm feeling a bit crystal broke right now. Could definitely do winning today. Oop. Alright, all target the damage immune Raver, we love it. And you can do that as well. Go on, we'll take 5. Kenobi will probably cleanse, there we go. Good night, Soccer. Have a good night, man. Come on. I've been playing with my food too long here. It's gonna go off. There we go. Cow down on that. Appreciate it, Carlo. Appreciate it. I'm going to say, how I view it right, on YouTube especially, I've not really done a lot in the last year, pretty much. And I know that's something I won't get back to. If you watch a video I put out earlier in the week, you might get a kind of vibe for why I haven't been doing things. But, yeah, I'm going to say it's something I won't get back to, because I do enjoy making content. You know, and not necessarily just doing Swaggo streams. You know, I like to do other different things. I've got my Let's Play channel that's been dormant for nearly a year, and that I'm really missing. If anything, I want to try and finish uploading Death Stranding on there. I recorded that video in, I think, 2021, or those videos, and the fact I haven't finished the series, it's like, man, this I'm not going to get that finished by the time the second game comes out at this rate, so I need to get it done. Here we go, let's send in the Phoenix. Civ 7? Or Civ 7? I haven't seen it. Is that a film? Something on Netflix? Let's do that. Civilization 7, right. Yeah, it's a game I haven't heard of. I'm saying that I've heard of the Civilization franchise, but I wouldn't have added those dots together. How hard is to raise one character on Gear 13, let alone almost all like some players? Very early on, it'll be difficult. I mean, I'm nearly 12 million GP on this account, and it is a slog in here to get characters, you know, up to the higher relics. So yeah, best thing I can say is you have to treat it like a marathon. You know, just try and get the fun in between. I think if you go in like pressuring yourself to get relics all the time, it can be a bit of a slog. Just focus on a team at a time, focus on a couple of tunes at a time. Eventually you get them built up. And oddly enough, Phoenix is probably the best faction to get built up nice and early nowadays. Say nowadays, it was once before like the best, but it kind of faded out. So it's nice that it's actually come back to where it should be, which is like the best starter team. It's a game, Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Okay. I mean, again, I can't say I've heard too much about it. It's like maybe something that's been on my periphery a little bit in terms of like, maybe I've heard of it, but barely. Certainly didn't know the acronym. But yeah, I'll have to have a look out. A lot of my downtime lately, I've been just playing Marvel Rivals. That's definitely been a game I've been trying to get good at. And fairly miserably, it must be said, but I've been trying. Alright, the shield is down. Commence your attack. Alright, don't you dare. Priority 1 team, keep that Hera safe. Alright, she's looking bad. Oop. Okay. Let's do that again. Can we just... We can't even hit Bombardier yet. Jar Jar, if you put a death mark on me, I'm going to be really upset. Just point it out there, man. Please don't tempt me. Right, have that. Right, at least no death mark. Right, no more Jar Jar to boot. Alright, let's have a look. So, in your opinion, I'm an IMO account? I'm trying to work what the IMO would that be. That's usually my opinion, but... Anyway, with Galactic Legends, but my phone broke, can't be restored even though through EA Alp, so it's been 3 weeks since you started a new one. Oof. I mean, that is pretty rough. I mean, I'll be honest, I really dislike it whenever I hear anything about accounts getting knocked down. I was actually talking about it the other day with one of my guildmates, Sam. He had an account with some great clones on it, and for whatever reason, he just got locked out of it. Never heard a thing as far as why, but yeah, he had to restart, and I think he did get someone's account retired, so he was able to sort of catch up artificially, if you like. But it was a shame. You know, he got this really wonderful set of clones that, you know, really sort of like focused on all the time we've been playing the account. So it's a shame when things like that happen. PC or PS5? I've had issues with that, Tommy. When I was I went to actually not record something actually, I went to just play Spider-Man 2 on there, and it locked me out. So I wasn't sure if it was your end, so I actually just unloaded everything. I thought, right, I won't try anything just in case, like, Sony of, like, cracking down. I thought, let's not risk it for you. Yeah, Rivals is decent. I mean, for a free-to-play game, it's very easy to just pick up. Well, okay, I'll rephrase it. It's not easy to pick up if you've not played, like, an Overwatch kind of game. But in terms of, like, just being able to goof around, you know, you can get used to it reasonably quick. I think if I'd have had more, like, concentrated time to play it, I would have got it a lot quicker than I feel I have. No, it's alright. Like I say, I mean, if anything, I know you have stuff going on, but when I was just out trying to have a faff around, all it did is just stop me and say, right, put something you've actually got on there. So I think I ended up playing Control. That's an interesting game. I'll tell you what, it's actually funny in the sense that I've just been talking about Marvel Rivals. That was the game I played the day before Marvel Rivals came out, so that's when I last tried to play Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's just funny timing, that. So it kind of just immediately got replaced. Have I got this preloaded? Yay. It's the one team I don't like selecting because it just takes forever going through all the factions. Here we go. Kylo, my account's free to play, and how much do you play? My main account I have spent on, so I'm not estimating that. I haven't put, like, I'm not a Kraken or anything crazy like that, but yeah, I've put a little bit in over the years. I've got another account and that's completely free to play, not a single dime or dollar or pound on it. So yeah, I'm going to say my free to play, I love it, my baby. I must admit though, my main account's really grown in affection of recent years, probably since Lightspeed bundles became a thing. It's that little idea of, ooh, I'm catching up. Gav, hey buddy, how are you doing, man, as well? How are you doing? I'll admit, I was, the thought of Lightspeed bundles was making me smile. Sophistic, hello there. I'll just said your name wrong, but thank you for the follow. Alright, let's get into this. We've got an ad break coming up in about 4 minutes at this point, so I will probably run it. Everyone calls you Sol? Well, I was going to say better call Sol. Oh. This is a different type of Zori team for sure. Like, genuinely, that kind of threw me when I didn't see, like, a hero Poe or something. This guy's cooking. Yeah, have that. Honestly, you're wise for that, Kylo. I mean, I say it, but I say it with... I wouldn't really know what word to describe it. Probably remorse is the closest word I can come to on the spot. You know, I kind of wish I'd been free to play the entire time. Because, like I say, my smallest account, my free to play account, I do get more pride out of things there. But equally, like I say, I'm getting a bit more enjoyment here right now. And it's for what I would call very small scale purchases compared to like hyperdrive bundles in the past and all that. So, yeah. I'm kind of in that weird spot. Totally respect free to play though. Totally respect it. Alright. Which one of these could we do the quickest? We have a winner. Hey up, K-Debug, how you doing, man? Right. Who sucks? Bane sucks. Apparently they don't like it. You know, you tell someone you suck, they don't pay attention. Like, you try and give them a warning and they're just like, nah. No, we die. Oh, now we die. Shame. I would agree. I think Kylo's still got one of those perfect nodes. I mean, maybe something has changed a little bit since then. Like, I think, let me get this right in my head, Wicket is probably up there as, in terms of farming nodes early game. But yeah, I think arguably Kylo Ren on Master's still the best, just because you've got the ship with it. And it's like the same ship, so it's not like, say... Yeah, and I don't know if they've changed the node slightly, but the node Xanadu Blood was on. I know it used to be Droideka. Or I think it used to be Droideka. That, you know, it's kind of the same principle, but because there's no synergy, it is less impactful, isn't it? Rayrock, hello there. Right, tell what we got. We got a minute. Alright, we're going to see if our Ottogungans can race through this. Am I unlocking Rey on Monday? I am, and I'll be honest, I'm really hoping that we can take her as far as possible, which is very rare for me. Usually day one, I'm just kind of unlocking them, I'm not doing anything with them. Whereas I've tried my damnedest to get as much as we could for Rey this time. Although, as I realised earlier, I probably won't have Zetas. I was a dopey idiot who forgot that Zetas are important. Have that. Alright, that's looking promising. You know what? I think I need to widen my window a bit. Bear with me. It's just Kylo. It's like the first bit of the message was getting cut off. Yeah, I will agree. It is probably one of the few nodes in the game where you've got two things being worked on at the same time that are synergistic. Again, I can't think of anything that's been added that's got similar, but maybe there's been a change that I've forgotten about. Deathalm, I'm doing alright. We've not actually dropped a battle or anything here, so we're doing really good on this first GAC. Granted, I think our opponent has given us a little opening. So, definitely one of those rounds where it's like, yeah, we should do well. Well, I used my Galactic Legends. I really shouldn't. It almost feels disrespectful not to use them, but I also don't know what would be best. Like, I've got Luke and I've got Jabba. I think if we did Luke on the Ewoks and Jabba on the Phasma, that would be okay. My Seer's year 9, so I'll be honest, he ain't soloing anything. At least neither of those two. I'm gonna say, maybe in a week or two. I've got loads of materials ready for Darkside Rey. So my Seer's just been sitting at gear 9 since unlock, purely because I daren't touch him until I know I've got Rey where she should be. I feel like we need a community name for Rey. Like, whenever I used to try and distinguish between Bastila Shan and Bastila Shan Fallen, I always called the other one Nasty Basti. Because, you know, it got a nice little rhyme, and usually people could get the gist of it, like, oh yeah, Nasty Basti, Darkside Bastila. I feel like we need that for Rey, but I can't think of anything that rhymes with Rey that's got that vibe. Or at least something that trips off the tongue like it. Okay. And so, quick chat break's nearly over. I feel like I need to ask what the Iron City is. When you said it, I actually thought that was a video game reference. I don't know if that's overkill. I mean, okay, granted, it's all overkill. But I'm wondering if we take out Luke. Well, Night Luke? Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. I generally didn't know where it was. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I wouldn't have known that nickname for it. It's like, I've heard of the Windy City, for instance, but I've never heard of the Iron City. I like Dre. I think that's it's not got that nice bouncy thing. Like I don't know why I'm going bouncy with things, but I'd always did love when I was able to just say nasty basty. You know, it was like that little cheeky way of referring to a character that was on the dark side. I don't know. I don't think there is one for Ray, but yeah, it'd be kind of nice if there was a funny little nickname rather than just like Dre or like I think I have used DV Ray or DVR. Sounds like I'm putting in a VC, like I'm recording something from TV. Oh no, it's DSVR, isn't it, technically? Again, it still sounds like something you'd be like recording on TV. Thankfully, this grind quest hasn't been the worst. Still grind quest, but at least it hasn't been the worst. Yeah, I haven't like bought the Conquest Pass or anything there. I'll be honest, Ray, if you want to go down that road, you go down it. I'm quite happy pairing of a slacker. I mean, if a first order team comes of it, because it's like you don't need as many with slacker, hey, that's an happy accident. But yeah, honestly, I'm just going to pair them together at the very least. Alright, I'm going with this. Who's the best and worst GL in your opinion? Ooh, it's a bit tasty, that one, as far as what we've got right now. I think Sith Eternal's got to be classed the worst, because the only way he becomes really useful is if he's got Darth Bane with him. And Darth Bane really likes it when... Well, Darth Bane's kind of better on his own at times. Or leading on his own. So I feel like C's got to be down there. As far as best... I've seen this before, I don't really know what to think of Ahsoka myself, because I haven't got her. And it's hard to gauge what other people think just based on what they're doing on defense. So I feel like Leia still goes the best, but that's again from someone who hasn't got the. I haven't got Ahsoka, so I can't really comment. You see, I do disagree about Slacker being strong enough on his own. It's like it always feels like Slacker needs to borrow a pal. And a bit like C, to be honest. Like if you want if you want Supreme Leader Kylo to take down Leia, you probably need Armorer, GBA, Watt, sometimes Thrawn. Whereas, you know, if you just put Darkside Vision and Rey in, by all accounts, you could do a two-man. For me, that's good. Yeah, but the difference is Bane had a lead. Darkside Vision Rey doesn't. Again, I feel like there's a pretty big difference. I feel like Slacker's stocks are still high. I'm not sure I'd call him the best, but he's definitely the best offensive GL. Maybe when Ray's out, he'll also have viability on defense, or more viability. I don't know if maybe Hermits have got some room. I was saying before, I'm not actually an officer here, so I don't really pay note. I wouldn't say I mooch, but I feel like I definitely contribute my fair way. But yeah, I don't do anything official. I mean, it definitely makes sense in terms of the modding strat there, but I don't think that really matters if it's Flak Elite or anything else. You know what I mean? No worries, Gav. Have a good week. Well, a good weekend, man. Okay, throw that. No worries, Kyle. I've got that sleep as well. Yeah. Just making sure I wasn't copying the message there in my head. Yeah. Bye-bye, Kylo. Back, Kylo. I'll be honest, Gav, I hadn't actually noticed that you'd stopped streaming. I feel like I just see so many names popping up on my phone at times that I must have not noticed, but bit of a shame that. Be nice to see you on if you... I don't know how long it's been, but it would be nice to see you back on. Alright, so Leviathan Mirror, and honestly I think we can just wing those two. Yeah, I can imagine if you got that extra obs, it's going to pull away into it. I want to make a very self-deprecating joke then, but I thought, you know what? I'll hold fire on that. Alright. I took first turn, didn't I? So yeah. We should be able to bring in Scimitar in a minute. Not that it really matters, but... just for the flow of the battle. I don't actually think we need the insta-kill. I somehow feel like we'll just blow through them. Okay, a few banners lost there. I was going to say, look, if you're coming back, just give the... well, let's say give a holler, you know, just let me know. I can always launch a raid or something. One of the things I like to try and do, to be fair, in terms of, like, if I feel like I haven't been into someone's stream for a bit, I do like to try and raid that, like... I know, like, everyone's got their favourites, but I always like the idea of saying, you know what, we haven't been to XYZ in a day, you know, let's just go there and say hello, see how they're getting on. I feel like that's most time I usually get to watch people. You know, I have like 5-10 minutes before I have to go and do other things at night or in the afternoon. Kind of nice just being able to chill for 5 minutes while I'm sorting all my stream stuff out, closing it down, just watch what other people are up to. Yeah, let's base it. Pop that there. Said earlier, I'm up early tomorrow just because of this hospital appointment. And now tonight I've got to try and squeeze in watching Severance. that has been really like high on my list of things to watch lately. I was late this week, so I watched last Friday's last night, thinking, right, I can at least do back-to-back days. Really good series, though. Yeah, we do it like this. We're going to do Prof here. We've watched that, yeah. It's funny, actually. I'd heard funny reviews about it the first season, so I'd never brought it up when we were like flicking through Netflix. And I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago, my mum was like, you know, just going through and like, what do you think of this? And I was like, oh, go on, we'll put it on. I was expecting like 10 minutes pass and both of us say, all right, let's turn it off. But yeah, we loved it. And we just binged the second season this week. Really nice when a show kind of does that, it surprises you. The one that was out last year, and I'm looking forward to it coming back again, is Diplomat. That was, it was like The West Wing meets maybe a more actiony thriller at times. But yeah, I really love the vibe of that series. Plus, I've just been I've just been finishing The West Wing, so I love the idea that we've got like actors sort of crossing over into that. Yeah, it's strange, Ray. I feel like I see LOTD quite a lot. Let's do that. Wow. That was a pretty stonking chain of hits. Relatively quiet, I think, would be fair to say. What's the saying? Quiet to those who can't hear. Okay, we'll do that. I'm thinking I've done wrong bringing in Executrix here. I probably should be Chimera, because we don't need the TIE Fighters or the Marks. Still, here's what it is, so let's see if we can just knock these down. I know why this counter works, but still, some of the hits, I just love them. It's like, I did not expect to take out Rey like that. It's Monopoly sponsoring this stream. It's sponsoring my channel, or I'm sponsoring the game, I should say. So, essentially, the gist of it is, if you download the game on your mobile, there's a link that keeps popping up in the chat. If you download it, the further you get into the game, the more you're supporting me. So that's the general gist of it. Like, I think it's popping up on the screen now as far as like people who've got to the early boards. Yeah, so like, oh no, I missed it. But yeah, it's like I wouldn't suggest to anyone, if you wanted to support me, going too far. It's not that the game isn't good or anything, I'm not knocking that or anything, but I've played it and it will take you a while to get there. So I'm not asking anyone to like help me that much. But like, if you got a spare hour, it doesn't take long to get to the tier that maybe donates, I don't know, I think it was, actually let me bring it up because I've forgotten it. I had it up the other day and I've not looked since. Let me just close this down while we're here. That was a good win, by the way. I didn't really comment on that, but that was a very good win. Yeah, so essentially, I'm just trying to think how to explain it. If you get to the second board, I get $1, which isn't that much, but you know, it still chips away at it. And the further you go, the more I get. So like, I think I got to about board 11. You know, it's not even that I didn't want to carry on playing, I just forgot. But yeah, you know, $4, that's kind of nice, isn't it? And yeah, you get little things as well if you do other stuff, but I'm not suggesting anyone should do like purchases or anything, but it's just one of those where, like I say, if you go a free hour, I think it says there, you can get to board 5 within an hour. We did it on stream about a week or so ago. It isn't that tricky to do. I noticed that it does stop putting the hours down at this point though. Like I say, I think I got to about board 10 maybe, but that took me a couple of days because you're letting things cool down like any mobile game. But yeah, like I say, it was pretty cool in terms of like the actual first levels. And I did like the idea of I like the idea that when we were going to Paris, it kind of had that little vibe of, oh yeah, maybe there's a bit of Paris going on here. You know, you've got building the Eiffel Tower. So things like that were pretty cool. Right, let me just change the screen. Oh. I was a bit concerned then, because I thought my internet had died. But I can still see myself on my mobile, so obviously not. I think it was just trying to give me the EBGBs then. Yeah, I'm kind of curious now that it's been mentioned. I didn't actually check what the score was in terms of, like, how good it was. Let me just do a quick check. Can I run an ad just while I'm doing this? Sorry, I'm just waiting for the score pop-up. Hotbot's quick, but it's not as quick as I would like at times. I'm very much a click and do it kind of thing. Alright, so my score is 1845. So their max, assuming no drops whatsoever, is 1915. So what's that? That's 70? They're allowed to drop 70 banners total. I mean, good luck to them. They put 2 GLs down. I've got 3 down. Plus, I would argue I've got tougher teams like the Great Mothers down there as well. I'd like to think I've posed a challenge, but in their defense, they saved a lot for offense. I mean, they've got JML, Jabba, they haven't got Sith Eternal, they've got Blacker. So they got, I'm assuming they got Malgus. I didn't not see them have Malgus. So they've got a load of things like that. So by all means, they could actually try and match me for efficiency, but we'll see. Yeah, DR beats GM, but it's not the cleanest of battles, is it? I mean, I did it yesterday, and that was a bit sketchy. In 3v3, it's not, but in 5s, it can get a bit like that. Okay, that's what that's about. Alright. Let's get Crimson open. Alright, I'd started nosing on Discord. Not exactly professional on my side. You know, don't mind everyone watching. I was too busy reading what Marvel Snap was going on about. I still have to laugh how that game got banned in the US. I mean, when you explain it, it does make sense in terms of, like, the publisher of the game was under the umbrella of TikTok. So because TikTok got banned, Marvel Snap got caught in the crossfire. But it's still such a weird one, like, how the hell does something like that happen? I mean, just from my point of view, I don't give a damn. I didn't lose out on the game, and I got a load of compensation that I didn't really deserve because it didn't really impact me. But just from like that neutral point of view, it's like, how the hell did that happen? Alright, round 1. Long story short, I ran out of counters, so I couldn't take down their Seer Malicos, but we cleared the fleet. They did not clear mine. So, yeah, fleets for the win. If there's any new player in the chat, that is the biggest lesson to take out of any GAC. Build your fleets. And I think that's also why we did well in Temin today, because our opponent didn't have 7-star Levy or Prof. So, today I hadn't. I'm glad I double-checked. So, we're facing Sareth Lakit from the 187 Legion. I found that kind of interesting as far as we've got a kit in our chat usually who has retired from the game, but I find it interesting that there is Lakit here. Anyway, we got 11 mil on our side, 12.3 on theirs. Zeta's 279 to 329. Okay. Omicron's, this one's a bit rough, 30 to 42, so bit of a gap there. They've got all the GLs minus Ahsoka. I'm missing Jabba, Leia, Ahsoka. Ralix 172 to 242. Relic 5 pluses 155 to 190. After a bit of a period of not having it, it seems like we're getting a little bit lucky in terms of the mods again. 25 pluses, I'm in favour 45 to 37. Again in favour on the 20s, 193 to 185. 15s I'm behind, but I always fall behind on the 15s, so I don't mind that. Datacrons, they've got a few more, fair play. Anything of note missing? Or maybe not upgraded. It looks like they've got the full complement of stuff you'd expect. All the ships are upgraded. And as far as speeds go, I would say all of those have a level of, you know, making sense. Maybe Newt's the odd one out. I wouldn't necessarily put Newt at 322 speed myself, but maybe this guy's got a use for it. Alright. So, this is what we're expecting. We're expecting Jab Jab, Great Mothers, Rey, Gungans, Caloran Beck, Queen Amidala, Talzin, Lord Vader, Grievous, Seer Malicos, and DTMG. Okay. Big question though, it's alright having it all planned out, did they stick to it? Okay, so no changes on our side. Let me just remove Malgus, because that did cause an issue last time. I've just realised when I was planning stuff out, I was putting Malgus into spots when I hadn't got him on offense. Alright, so Gungans are still here. Rey's still here. Jabba's still here. And the Great Mothers are still here. Depending on your point of view, so far so good. South Wall. Queen Amidala. Leia. Trench. Caloran Beck. So Talzin's no longer there, no big surprise. And Lord Vader's no longer there. So Leia and Trench are filling in them gaps. That's a little bit interesting. Oh, they've got a Stormtrooper Holocron. Didn't remember what it did, so it's not that impactful, but I know on my main account I did put Stormtrooper Han in my Leia team just for try him out, I guess. But if I'd have realised he'd got a Cron, I might have changed it for the simple fact it feels misleading. So what have we got here then? Well, Lee Bane is kind of standing out with Leia, but I really would rather not do that. We've got Bo-Katan for the Gungans. And we can do Darth Revan for... Actually saying that we can't do Darth Revan for Great Mothers. That's a miss. I think that will be okay. I just wanted to exclude as... Actually, I'm doing that. Let's just exclude that set. Just see what people are using against, like, the bog standard mothers. So we put Morgan in. Who's on the team? Oh, wrong ball. Morgan, Zombies, and Spirit. Okay, so Gas is looking decent, but I haven't got him on offense. DLS 76%, that's interesting. I don't really know what to make of that. Let's exclude GLs, I don't want to be looking at them. Freya's 89%. Adrad's 90, but that could be with a Kron that's not available. Yeah, that's a Rogue One Kron, so we don't want that involved. Actually, let's just do that as well. Remove that set from view. The CLS is still pretty high on that list. Freya's higher. Interesting. Zumix, thank you for the follow. Hello there. I'll be honest, right? I just need to rerun that if I can. Just bear with me one moment. Why is it still going to my speakers? That is weird. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what's going on there. It's been bugging me that, right? We'd have one or two like follows and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, thank you. But it was occurring to me I couldn't hear him. Like I didn't hear the raid earlier. I saw it, but I didn't hear it. And for some reason, OBS is just kind of confused, for lack of a way of putting it. Maybe... No, we don't want that. Sorry, I just had a bunch of echoing in my ear then. I don't know if that helps or hinders. Alright, I'm going to try it again. Just don't get it. I don't even think it's my speakers. I think it's my monitor it's coming out of. Alright, I'm going to have to stop this. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up troubleshooting for an hour, which I don't want to be doing. But that is weird. Like, a setting on my PC's changed and I've got no understanding of it. Let me just double check this. Yeah, it should be outputting there. I mean, I can give that a go. Alright, one last go, promise. One last go. Tell you what, again, a lot of call outs here, Zumix. There we go. One little setting. I don't know why it was doing that, but it's done. So, after all that faffing around, I think we're going to try that. Because we do need to hit it with something heavy. We'll Starkiller the Ray. We can Lord Vader Jabba. We'll do Seabane on Leia. We can do Slacker on Queen Amidala. I'm a little cautious there, because I feel like I've just thrown a lot of my good counters there. I mean, ideally, I could do Bo-Katan there. And I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to swap Hunter to there. Could Imps do that? %, that's decent. You know, I'm going to give that a go, because we have got some decent crons for Imp, so we should be able to make use of them. And as far as the back wall, I don't really know what we're going to do, because I feel like it's unfortunate we're using Seabane here. I wish it was on that wall, because then I could kind of hold it and see if I need to do something here with Seer. I'm trying to think if there's a cheaper way of taking out Queen Amidala. Something that doesn't involve, was it Traya? No, Slacker. Like, if the Land Inquisitors could do it, that would be helpful. Wonder about JML. That ain't good. 57. Yeah, I think we might just have to bite a bullet there. Just go with what we've planned. And it's kind of weird, but there's a bit of me that would prefer Lord Vader back there. I would rather face a galactic legend than Seer. Which kind of sums up
Just
where things
do it! Make your dreams come true!
You know, I saw that redeem and I was like, yep, I've waffled. Alright. Let's get going. Okay. Let's get Seabane in. And we got a decent Darksider.
Utini!
Utini. I think we go for that. That one's kind of a wishy-washy cron, you know, there's nothing too major about it. But it has got health, has got, if you needed it, potency. Yeah, 219 is not to be sniffed at. You suck. Weighing up on my head, do we still do Lair? I think you have to, but it would have been nice not to have hit her. You know, maybe try and link R2 or something. That debuff called again. Deceived. We deceive them all. Yoink. Alright, Linky Dink 1. Linky Dink 2. Suck. And we'll do a swipe. I get the feeling we're going to be able to do another link in a second. Oh, no, 2 turns. Okay, I don't like the fact that she's got her ATST out. We're standing. That's fine. Alright, suck. I assume when that ambush lands, we do essentially lose the protection. Like, banner-wise, it's not like it's hidden, we just have lost it. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to stall a bit here. Just see if we can bring the lightning down. Oh. Alright, well, have this R2. Oh, I forgot he had damage immunity as well. Oh, damn it. That's what happens when you try and be a showman. Looks like we did get the banner for the protection. Hey up, Ada, how you doing? I'm listening. Shame she wasn't involved in that battle. Let's get the imps in. But we do like an invincible Jhin, I will say that. Oh, that's a shame. My range is only rally 3. I mean, that wouldn't do too much anyway, but bit of a shame. Actually, I prefer that anyway. If Adrad's leading, she is. As long as Jin's on the board and Adrad's leading, she's invincible. Yeah, it's why we like... Oh. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, she is meant to be invincible. It's all to do with Adrad here, so I think it's transmission from Scarith. There we go. If Jin Ursa was an ally, she gains Spark of the Rebellion at the start of the counter. When she loses Spark of the Rebellion, she regains it. And then, while Admiral Radis is active, Jin Ursa can't be defeated. Yeah, that was not a fun moment. I think I annoyed Anakin. More than I expected to, anyway. You know, I haven't got plans for my Inquisitors. I don't know why I didn't plan to use them here straight away. Right, so if Radis is down, then Jin shouldn't be immune. She can die. And say if she's not dying when Radis is dead, then something's wrong. Oh, okay. All cool then. Let's just get rid of Annie. This Crown a bonus turn? Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, usually when she's like everyone else is dead and she's been in the red for a while, she's like a one hit. Like you probably take a gear 1 in and finish her. Okay, so it's going to be a bit of offense. And we've got like Steadfast Retribution, but hopefully we can cope with it. Hopefully. Why do I feel like I've missed something? Like some clause about enemies can't gain bonus turn meter. Because we're feeling really slow here. Yeah, let's pass that there. Okay, I'm not liking that. Yeah, they gain TM. I really feel we're going to lose Wrecker here. I need a turn to rescue him. Okay, that should help. Okay, a bit of blind help there. Again, stuns please. Okay, Django's mad. We're used to that. Pass that to Heck. Can't tell I'm really winging this one. Because in my mind I think, oh, Separatists. Bad Batch like Separatists. But I get the feeling that this is not as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. Right, Django's lost a life at least. Ooh. Okay, more extortion. Need to be a little bit careful. Let's do that. Yeah, we lose Raka, damn. Okay, we have got extortion, but we need to really get past it. Okay, that's good. Just cleanse that, I don't want that on me. Yeah, of course, that gets reapplied. Okay, not good. I genuinely think we're out now. Yeah, losing Echo was really bad. You know what? I think I'll keep that in mind, Ray Rock. That was just naivety from me. I thought we would have enough control with the debuffs, but obviously not. Is there something in there about turn meter? While they have protection of time, they have that. While an enemy has burning, they can't assist, counter-attack, or gain bonus turn meter. So if Django's quick enough to get the burn out, we're stuck. Yeah. I think that played a big part there. You know what? I think I'll throw one print to clean up. I mean... yeah. That just blows. I'm sure I have used Bad Batch before on Trench, but never struggled that much, so I've never thought about it. You read it though, and it does make a lot of sense how it goes apart. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got tenacity on, but I've got a lot of health. I think he would have resisted the initial burning anyway. I think my Wampa's just got enough to resist Iden. Yeah, 151's probably way overkill, isn't it? Nay. Rex can daze. Yeah, Wampa does not like daze. Oh, it's possibly resist it. I'm not 100% convinced it's worth trying it still, though. It's one of those where it's probably fun to experiment rather than if you want the win. Right, ult. Yeah, it's currently the Bad Batch season. So, Omega came in the game 2 weeks ago, or Omega Fugitive. And the current marquee is Betcha. Betcha. It's fun trying to do the Omega accent. Betcha. Okay, that's annoying. Just couldn't get to Queen Amidala in time. Alright, triple Omicron to keep in mind. Simply because that AoE will do a little bit more than it usually does. My hope is, though, that Slacker can just do enough to get around the Handmaiden. There's one. Queenie, has anyone ever told you you're annoying? There we go. Phobia's really trying to annoy with them AoEs. Alright. Poke the Queen. No more Handmaidens. Is there something in one of their kits that applies vulnerable? Like, I'm cleansing and it's not going away. Alright. Qui-Gon Jinn's an interesting one. I can understand the logic as far as if you can get enough damage, maybe you could get the AoE to wipe out the Handmaiden and then follow up quickly before... Well, actually saying that, the follow-up isn't the big thing, is it? Because you've got to get in there when the damage immunity is down. It's tricky, that. Okay, so no DTMG, but there is Soul. But I can't say I've got a good Seer counter. So I'm going to do what I did last time, which didn't work, but that never stopped it. Just wonder if John should watch this, Kit. This is where I miss you. Kit was my Night Sister man. Well, he is my Night Sister man in terms of he doesn't play the game, but I can always ask him a question about it, even though he isn't playing. And yeah, I miss that. Also, if anyone's wondering, I've got a Ralix 7 Asajj because I am working on building them up, and she was the only one at that point that I'd got at Gear of 13. So I thought, I'll start with Asajj, and I'm just waiting for the opportunity to take these three off. Well, and Zombie. Alright. With that preamble out of the way, let's snooze that ad break. we want. Can I have that, please? Thank you. Okay, just keep going. Keep going. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. No sudden moves. No sudden moves. Just look casual, folks. Just look casual. There's nothing to see here. We just play this nice and calm, like it's just an everyday thing. Like nice and cool, son. Nice and cool, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I need someone back here. Okay, that works. If I remember right, we need a Sarge on the pit, well, on the board. So, if he's still going, I think we're still going. Come on, give me some groovy Night Sister magic here, please. Worst case scenario, we can clean up with Mon Mothma, but I would love this to be a one-shot. Don't think I've done it since Kit retired, and he definitely deserves that. Come on, come on. We keep going, we keep going. We're taking the slug out, we have taken the slug out. The Shame Spirit was the one that didn't, that stayed on the board rather than Dakra or Talzin, but it's okay, it's okay. Just don't want to lose the Sarge. That's fine, that's fine. It's a little thermally, but it's okay, it's okay. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh, okay. And I definitely want to Sarge back. There we go. Okay, we got just under 2 minutes. And we're nearly... Oh, Jabba's nearly to full ult. I think if he's close to hitting it and we're not close to killing him, we just leave it. I've also got Kit in my ear saying, why haven't you hit auto basic yet? At this point, I'm just trying to keep control. Come on, this it surely. This, surely. Come on. Come on. Nearly. Come on. Come on. I'll take it. Alright. Alright, I am pausing this for a minute. Actually, we're going to run an ad break for that. Genuinely, I'm clipping it. It's not that I haven't done it before, but that deserves a clip for just show we did it. Alright, I'm calling it a clip, it's more a highlight. Oh, hang on. Don't leave my audio on. Is that it? I think it needs a bit more. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, 6 seconds left on this Twitch ad. I went through a lot of hurdles there, but genuinely, I'm pleased that we got that. It went so bad yesterday. And rightfully so to a degree. You know, those are the kind of battles that you shouldn't win. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to finish. Come on. They don't normally take that long. Maybe it's because I'm streaming, it's still struggling a bit because of that. Okay. Can I have the URL or something? Maybe that'll be enough. I think it's done. I've just sent it and I could see a thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's get back on track. That has given me wiggle room, which is the biggest thing out of all this, because I need Lord Vader. Vader do Seer, or are we better moving him somewhere else? Ooh, they're not great win rates. So if I change that to Gungans? Much higher. Okay. Although saying that, Seer can't... Bo can't do that. Oh, hang on, I'm juggling, right, I'm getting there. So, what we do... So the Night Sisters did great there. What we do... We just pretend like that one didn't happen and do Inquisitors there. Do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We do Lord Vader there. I think that's what I just said. Then we do Bo-Katan there. And we do Traya there. I think that's right. Double check before I start, because if I've made a mistake here, it's costly. 70%. You know what? I kind of want to just throw in a Nihilus here and just see what the win rate is when Nihilus is in the team. These are all trail leads. Yeah, I'm happy doing trail lead then. I want every gun we have to fire on that Jedi. Been a while since I've been asked to quote it. it's such a funny one, that redeem, because it gets redeemed like every 6 to 8 months or something, and I always forget the quote because of it. Because it's not a memorable quote in some ways. But donkeys ago someone said, will you put this as a redeem? And I'm like, yeah, go on. Alright, we're going to deal with this Northwall. We've already hit it. Are you talking about attacking the dash team, or are you talking about, like, using the dash team? Okay. We're a teeny weeny bit stuck at the moment. Feel free to jump in here, Bo. Bam, I know you don't like that, so let's help a girl out. I can't help but wonder if it'd be too overpowered if Bam could just work playing out with Mandalorians. Feels weird he can't. Let's just base it. I don't want the birds. Can we get Jar Jar? I think I hit the wrong one. Alright, no more death marks to worry about. Alright, a turn would be nice. I always feel like I'm being greedy asking for a turn. You know, it's like I'm talking like Scrooge. Or I'm talking to Scrooge, I should say. Like, of course you're not going to get a turn. What do you think it is, Christmas Day? Even then we don't give them. That's a dispel, isn't it? Takes a while, but I feel like this is a nice and steady counter. I mean, Gungans have sort of ended up there, haven't they? They've got quite a few options. I think people still have that PTSD when they had the Kron, and they just haven't really hit those heights, have they? Well, crap. I meant to use Bo-Katan on Great Mothers. I'm not even sure if that was a great win rate. But now I've got to do Lord Vader. Well, Hoodoo. We've got some Kron magic that might help, but I genuinely didn't mean to do this. Hopefully the fact that we've got the health protection to health thing helps us. That was pretty rough. Let's pass turn to Maul. Yeah, let's just fracture Morgan. Go into ult. Yeah, I don't mind the evades here. We're just essentially just getting everyone on, or getting everyone hit. I'm assuming the Great Mothers do anti-revive. So we probably are going to lose Royal Guard when he goes. Yep. I don't know if I'm being inefficient here, not focusing down on the Great Mothers when they were open then, but I wasn't sold on it. Alright, I'm fine with that. We got Morgan out. Kinda like their spirit was like, I want to stealth again. And the game's like, no, you must stay out of stealth. Okay, we're going Crush. Yeah, that's rough. Maul's still hanging in here. Alright, we should be fine from here. Let's just do a basic. Alright, that was very, very messy, but honestly, I will take it if it means we actually, you know, win. I really need to put the Starkiller team down. Okay, so no Ezreal there, that's good. Feels like we're in Evade City already. Yeah, L3 feels annoying. Like, can I dispel that and stop you from taunting annoying? Alright, finally I can actually go for raid. Okay, we can't do much else there, but we can do that. Oh, wow. That's the first time I've ever taken the Ben out without going through damage immunity. Okay, let's ability block there. Okay, beautiful. And bring the sky down. Oh, right. There we go. I don't know how, but someone nicked a banner. Okay, so now we've got the sketchy one. I feel like I haven't heard Dr. Zappa's in ages. I'm guessing he retired. I'm going to go for the chunkier one now. Try and give ourselves the best chance to do this. Oh, I hadn't heard I've got health issues. I remember, like, during the pandemic, he was like really active and really, how do I phrase it? Like, everyone knew him was like the life of the party kind of thing. Well, that's good to know. As far as I generally just didn't know if he'd retired and, you know, kind of just drifted out of like the conversation, if you like. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I know. Just a shame that it's not more nice news, if you like. Let's just do that. But yeah, fingers crossed he's back, and you know, we did see a bit of him. Well, I say that. From experience, he was like complete opposite when I could watch a stream. Like, I think he's like 5 AM for me. But it's still nice that he's around, you know, even if it's a bit trickier for me to watch him. Oh, was it 3 weeks ago? Damn. This is what I'm talking about, like with the 5 AM kind of thing. It's like, I honestly thought I hadn't seen him for longer than that. Like, my phone will never tell me about Twitch notifications that late. Go on, carry on here. I feel like I'm doing right here going for Cal for the simple fact he's the one that can... Okay, well, when I say it like that, that feels bad. But in my head, I'm thinking Cal's the one that stops us from really putting the damage out. But then when you see Sia one-shot Savage, it's like, Very much a shame now he's in the yellow as well. Ooh. Come on, Stein, I need you to be a tank, man. There's something in this team about cooldown prevention. Like, it feels like Niles is just taking forever to get this kill off. I think it was about Dr. Zappers. That bit I'm not sure on myself. I think I missed a beat. How I read it, I thought it was context you might get. Go on, base it there. Alright, very dirty banners, but we'll take that. So... I think I'm going to try CLS. Feels a bit naive, but... I don't know. Just seems something that should work. Let's put that on 3-pack. Okay. Alright, I'm taking that 64. That's good. And then we've got a nice little JML to finish. I'll make sure I don't go too casually. In fact, I know GG can counter JML, but hopefully we're alright. Very weird that I'm going for B2, ignoring B2 a minute, but I know Staff had something to indicate that kind of was anti-JML. Alright, just focusing on GG. Yeah, I think that's where I got confused. It seemed like the question came out of nowhere. I was wondering if it was like maybe a chat from somewhere else and kind of got confused where. No judgment, by the way, just I wondered. Okay, we've got 2 matter. Thankfully no Leviathan. So we can do Levy, Prof Mirror, and Chimera. Okay, so put that on there. We don't special. That should get rid of Punishing One. Cool. Then we can pop that there. I can say I think we're in control here now because Punishing One's kind of the mucky pup. Once you've dealt with that, it's fine. Just essentially playing smart. Alright, insta-kill Houndstooth incoming. Right, that'll kill Slave 1 incoming. Let's do that. Okay, now I feel alright. I just genuinely did not want to lose Fury class. Alright, 74. We can do 1, 2, 3. And where are you? Tell me it's on defense. No, I just completely skirted over it. Okay, so we can do that. I don't want to use that special, so I'm just going to base it. Okay, maybe we can get this out. Then bomber. That makes a bit more sense from where I'm sitting. Yes, so this is why I was saving the special. By the way, sorry for putting you through a fleet climb and watching a fleet part of GAC. Like a double dose of torture for done. Okay, I don't really like that they've hidden that, but you know what? I'm going to hold on the AoE just in case they're reinforcing in a minute. Like that. But it doesn't matter if he wiggles. Can't do jack. And ult. Don't think there's a way to get protection back on the bomber. No. Can't complain. Just a little bit of a shame. Yeah, 1 down. Still 75 solid. And then, just to clean up, we're going to try Chimera. I mean, I don't know if it does work effectively still, but I hope it does. Because I feel like what I was doing on Temin worked, but in theory, Chimera should be cleaner. Just like that. Hopefully that wiggles. There we go. We can steal it. Beautiful. Okay, final score, 1790. So a bit more inefficient compared to Famine. 2 drops on the front wall. That was a blot on the record. But everywhere else we were pretty efficient. I did make a cock up doing Lord Vader where I did, doing Bo-Katan where I did, but if I just bring this over a minute, I'm not entirely sure I was wrong. Yeah, Bo-Katan's only 60% there. Love Vader's 81, so honestly, I think I did the right thing. It's just, I confused it along the way. I mean, Bo-Katan's definitely cleaner there. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did alright here. My personal opinion is 1800 is a good goal in 5s, and I just fell short a little bit. But hopefully it's enough to just cause them a few issues, because when you think they've got 2 drops available, they've got to deal with Rey Kenobi. I think I put another big thing down somewhere. But we've got Quad May and Gas. I mean, Quad May's Bane. Gas, DLS, I'd say. There's nothing too big here. Although Finn's always trip people up from time to time. And plus there's a Dengar Kron on Trench there. And also the Ewoks can trip people up. But Malgus is the big boy there. He's the one you'd hope would cause trouble. Sadly, the Kron might be a bit weak. I mean, ideally it'd be Darkside Revive. Instead, just bulk. I go back to it every time though. I don't think people respect Paplu. Against a hell of a lot of teams in this game, Paplu will take the first turn now I've modded him. So, I don't know how the AI plays it, but I would hope... I mean, actually, let me just, for argument's sake, throw it in here. I'm kind of curious. Get the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click full auto and see what happens. Okay, so that doesn't help my argument. Yeah, that didn't help my argument that Nisa went first, but I'm going to overlook that. Alright, this Galactic Challenge blows. I'm calling it. Just making my Paplu look puny. I've got to check that. What was the speeds on that? Have I got Nisa too quick? She's second in line, which isn't bad. I think the ideal turn order is meant to be Paplu low grey. But what have I got Nisa at? 270. Yeah, that's the difference. So we could just do a bumping low grey up a bit. Might be worth hitting some of these mods, see what they get. So strange in a way. I've had the Ewok mods locked in for so long now. I'm always frightened to tinker with them. Well, that is me done anyway, so let's go here. Let's see if we can launch a raid for you folks. I'm actually trying to think who might be online. That's a name I've never seen before. Granted, it's Spanish. Rude Valen. Rebel's on. Calvin's on. Shulker's on. Let's get to Shulker. I've been to Shulker once in the past 30 days, so let's make it 2 times. Alright, I've just realised we're on an ad break. So, yeah, let's get to Shulker. Very quick thank yous before we go, though, and it is... We've had a raid from Nooch, thank you very much, Nooch. We've had follows from Sol and Zimuki. Let me get that right. Zoomix. You know, I actually put that on the screen that many times I should be able to say it. And on YouTube as well. Hey, I've only just seen that on YouTube. That is brilliant. Jay Plays, thank you very much for the subscription on YouTube. Okay, so I'll send you over to Shulker. Enjoy your weekend, folks, and I'll be back Monday afternoon. So, until then. Oh, I always hit this button wrong. I need to get my flow better with it. Bye for now, everyone.